Hello, everybody. Welcome back and happy Black Friday. I am your host for our weekly live stream, and it's number 81. I'm Jen, and I will bring up Jesse and Chris. And as you can see here, we have a very special guest, our brother Timia, and let's go say hi to them. First up, here is Christopher. What's up, Chris?
Hello, everyone. How's everybody doing this evening?
My God, that beard is incredible.
No Shave November is working out pretty well, right?
Yeah, it is. Well, here's a two more to come join you, and there's a little bit of a beard there too. There's Jesse and Tim. What's up, guys?
That beard's coming in nicely, sir.
I mean, yours is a lot nicer. I feel like Tim's cheat. I feel like he's trimming. A little bit. I'm doing a little bit. Yeah.
No, I'm going full mountain man for November. I can't tell you the degree to which my wife is ready for December the 1st.
Yeah.
Well, you did you grow a really mighty fine beard. You know what? I do think that you could give Tufan a run for his money.
Yeah.
Because that's only 1 month.
Ooh, that man. But the difference is that man doesn't just grow a beard; he takes care of it.
Yeah,
mine is very scraggly.
I can see a difference in the the neatness of it, but I think it looks good for you, and I like the little white parts here because you kind of look like a Wolverine.
That's me going gray. I'm not even going to say gracefully going gray. Just not giving a rat's ass.
Well, guys, it's because we've all been very busy with launching stuff and working. This is just, this what you see here in Christopher is a programmer in his natural environment, in his natural state, with the red eyes, the beards, very tired, sometimes doesn't blink. Let's see what happens.
Let's guess where he's actually at right now. What's his? Because he had to hide it with a blue neutral background.
Yeah. I'm just out and about. These aren't even my headphones. We switched it to today, which was sort of, I thought we were going to go a little earlier and we had some stuff going on. So I had to steal somebody else's headphones and just put something together real quick here
we got the whole chat's on fire right now. So happy Thanksgiving and Black Friday to everybody that showed up today. 1 day later. I appreciate you all. Pretty good.
Yes, thank you so much for joining us. How's everyone's? Well, I guess not everybody, but us in the Americans or us in the U.S. How are your guys' Thanksgivings? Christopher, you shared a lot of Thanksgiving food, even though you're over all the way in Romania, still celebrated. I know you said it's your favorite holiday.
I ended up having to cook turkey thighs because I went looking for a whole turkey, and the thing is, a whole turkey is a big bird, not literally big bird. Although my daughter wanted to know if I took the heart out of our turkey, which was a very bloodthirsty question to ask. But she's at a precocious age. But I ended up having to cook turkey thighs because it turns out buying a whole turkey is kind of hard if you're in a place where Thanksgiving isn't a thing. Regular stores just don't stock whole turkeys on a random Thursday in November.
Yeah, I imagine it'd be pretty hard to find them.
Yeah, I mean,
I found a place online that would deliver a live turkey.
You do sound like you're in space right now, but there's no turkeys in space, and you do, like Sasso said, you do sound like you're in space. So yeah,
you do.
But that's probably these headphones that I stole from a random person I saw. And I'm just like, okay. Are you using your headphones? I see them sitting there next to you. No, okay, great. Here's $10. I'm going to use them for half an hour.
Can anyone hear you gobble gobble in space?
Gobble gobble.
Okay, I'm just making a reference. All right, well, guys, let's get into what we got going on this week. Again, thank you everyone for joining us the day after Thanksgiving because it's a big deal over here in the States. But it is Friday. It is Black Friday, which is the great shopping day. It's weekly call 87. The theme for the day is obvious. It's Happy Thanksgiving. And our country of the week is Malaysia. So we'll get into that in just a moment. Our agenda here is, we got our special guest, Timia. As you can see, there's a fourth person next to Jesse. We'll talk about Trust in UX, our Black Friday challenge. We've got some UPT that was burned. We'll talk about our ambassador spotlight. the country of the week, product updates, and we're out of here. I know that Christopher, it's pretty late for you on a weekend, so we'll try to get through this fast, and then we'll, eat some leftovers. I'm gonna take a.
That sounds like a good plan. I might have to bounce a little early. Kelly, I don't know if there's cigarettes in space, but there are cigars. I will be back. I will turn off my camera and go steal a lighter from somebody. Maybe even the same person I stole these headphones from.
How would smoke disperse in zero gravity?
Remember, this was a key plot point of the wonderful book and movie. Thank you for smoking.
I remember
because they were trying to sell the idea of like, let's do a movie where they're smoking in space with space cowboys, and somebody's like, well, wouldn't the all oxygen in the environment cause an explosion? And there was a whole. Anybody who hasn't seen that, it is a wonderful piece of art.
Oh, that movie's actually awesome. That's a fun movie.
You can see the conclusion for how smoking in space works.
Yeah, thank you for not smoking. That's actually a fun movie.
It's a great movie. All right, well,
it's a great book too.
It's a great book too. Oh yes. I don't know. I didn't even know there was a book. But I'm a movie first kind of person because who has the time? But anyway, guys, it is Thanksgiving. We just talked about it, but we had a great time. Well, let's see. What did we do? Ate a lot. I woke up feeling kind of hungover, and I was like, I didn't even drink. I don't know why I feel so tired right now. And then Tim was like, well, it's probably that turkey stuff, right? What's it called?
Tryptophan? I don't know. I think it's called tryptophan in turkeys. Isn't that what it is?
I don't know. I'm asking you.
It could also just be like the 4 plates you had.
Yeah, it could.
Well, hang on a second. Why are you calling me out? Shit.
I mean, the 4 plates.
Your whore mouth. But yeah, the turkey. So there's some sort of enzyme or something in turkey meat. It makes you super tired. And I just woke up like desecrated. Is that the right word? I'm looking for a very heavy word. I just woke up feeling just terrible, and I was like, I didn't drink anything. I'm fine. Why am I so hungover? And I think I'm just hungover from turkey meat. But it was very delicious. It was good and had a lot of great food. Yeah. I love Thanksgiving in particular as a holiday because pretty much every culture has a Thanksgiving. We just have it different times of the year, but everybody has it because it's always great to take a day or take some time to specifically be thankful for what you got.
Make and break bread together. Yeah.
Make it break bread. Yes. And so yesterday was for us. This was our day in the States. I'm curious, when does everybody in the chat, when do you have Thanksgiving? And what are your traditions? What do you like to eat?
Well, Chris goes all in. He actually, he
sent some awesome pictures in our Slack.
Yeah. You went all in, even though you're out of states. Like you said, making break bread together. You did what? Like what? You did game hands, or you did just?
No, I did turkeys. I just did turkey thighs. All I could find at the store was
the best part. Let's be honest.
They had turkey thighs and turkey legs. Turkey legs are the nice thing about turkey thighs is once you cook them, you can slice them and just serve them on a plate. I love Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving might be one of my favorite holidays after only the 4th of July, of course. But the reason I said this to the team the other day, the reason is it's a holiday of Thanksgiving and humility, and it's important to pause and remember the things we're grateful for once in a while. There's a good palliative to the dark days of winter, which are coming, or here in the case it's pouring rain right now. It's good, and it's a nice holiday because the only thing you have to argue about is football and shopping. Definitely no political discussions at Thanksgiving are ever held.
Oh yeah, right. This is key. No politics or religion on Thanksgiving. Or at different sites. Yes, this is
just shopping and football, and then there's nothing to argue about.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Well, I think that if you and Sasha had Thanksgiving dinner together, you still find a way if you talk about football.
You can see I'm baiting Sasha right now. I'm waiting for the comment to show up.
Yeah, it's funny they say no politics. Yeah, you shouldn't talk politics at the dinner table. But then sports is okay because sports can be pretty political. I mean, in its own way, not actually political, but sports fans can get really angry. I remember one time I was at a football game, American football game, and home team. It was a home game, and we lost to the Ravens. And the the crowd was so angry, but they had no one to take it out on because everybody there was Seahawks fans. So they took it out on my friend who decided to show up at the game wearing a leather jacket instead of a jersey. And like he got the brunt of the anger because there was no Ravens fans for them to like turn on. So they're like, we're just gonna eat one of our own.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
Yeah. Well, hey guys, on the topic of thankfulness.
Yeah.
I want to talk about it's been kind of a hard time lately with in crypto. We've been seeing a lot of kind of hopelessness maybe or sadness on CT, and that's only on CT. I'm sure that's happening a lot of places, but I just kind of want, maybe we could talk about it, a little bit of maybe a little bit of us to remind each other, like, we've been through trenches before. I mean, we've been through the tough stuff before. This is not our first crypto winter. I don't know. Would we still call it, could we say it is now crypto winter? Is it winter right now?
That's, there's a huge debate going on if it's a bull season coming or not. I'm hopeful. I'm always a little more optimistic than anyone else, and maybe that's to a fault, but I do think it's just starting. It's a little different this year, but all the situations are totally different. America is the first time ever pro crypto. That's actually a big deal. That's never been before. Like literally just 1 year ago, all our best companies in America were being sued, and all the CEOs were being threatened to go to jail. 1 year later, totally opposite. That's a big deal. I'm actually pretty hopeful. Also, just from my personal experience too, the only time all of us have actually made real money on crypto is when we buy and hold something we believe in. And we just worked on it. Like we have a company called BitBase, kind of like it's a side project now, but before UpRock, we would just mine and be validators, and anytime we find a project we like, we just mine their token and just care about the project. And we just did it for a couple of years, and it took like 1 or 2 years, but we buy and hold for a couple of years, and then that's the only time we actually made real good money, like when we just believe in something and we just did it for a couple of years. The everyday trading, weekly trading, that's stressful. If you're good at it, cool. I do that. I have no qualms with that. I buy meme coins too. It paid for our startup bills last year, and I was lucky a couple times. But the real money for all of us, and Chris and Jen, and Tim, you guys know this, right? Like when we buy something, we just hold it for a couple of years. That's actually the only time we actually made like really good.
My favorite ones are the ones that we sort of forget about. Like obviously we have them written down, but you get so busy with other things you forget to be checking it every day, and you knew that you were going to hold it for a while anyway, and one day 18 months later, I say to Jess or Jen says to me or whomever, like, hey, whatever happens to that thing? And you're like, yeah, let's go check. Oh, look, it's doing pretty well now, actually. Or, once in a while it went to zero, but either way, there was no stress while that was all going on.
Yeah.
By the way, I want to answer, since we're talking about crypto real quick, I want to answer one question a little out of order here. Zach Sid asked why top 10 holders hold such a significant amount. So if you look at that, the top 3 are actually the largest single holder of UpRock is some of the way that some of the sites just do it. We've identified this to the big aggregators, but that wallet is the community wallet. That's the one that our 10-year emission schedule of UPT tokens comes from.
Right.
So if you look and see, you'll see on our tokenomics page, it shows how much we're giving to the community or how much the community is getting distributed every month and so on. And there's a schedule for that. But you'll see that because of that, there's a couple of wallets, the Treasury wallet and the community wallet, which have a huge number of tokens in them. And so there's no other real way to do that other than that. If you exclude those two, you'll see that there's not a huge concentration at all. And also several of the other top wallets are actually the wallets that belong to exchanges, because on a lot of exchanges, when you deposit it, they put them all into like a central wallet for the exchange. So that sort of represents actually lots of people's deposits on a centralized exchange. So if you filter that stuff out, you'll see that there's a huge long tail of tokens.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, it brings up a lot. So let's just put this in here. I'll put this link in the chat for if you're new. This is why we actually Tufan came on last week. He helped. We call him Tufanomics because we really care about our tokenomics. And like Chris said, if you're wondering, these are great questions because if you see a big chunk of the wallet is a community wallet, and how we explain that is on the tokenomics, and we have a 10-year plan for that, and everything is around bringing value instead of extracting. So take a look at that. You'll see how that works. Everything we do is it's all bring back to the token. So all the revenue we make, the fees, all that goes back to the token, whether it's liquidity pools, buy back and burn, or buy back in token. All that's there. So if you have any questions, it's all on chain. You can see it. We just we'll probably talk about it a little bit later. We have a pretty good milestone for our burning. Yeah. But take a look there. And like Chris said, we always bring it back to the token because the token represents everyone's commitment to the same ideal. Like we're solving some big problems together and as a community. And we always want to bring it back to that because that's actually really, really important. People are putting their blood, sweat, and tears into it. People are committing to it. You guys also put your skin in the game. And like I said, the best projects on earth for us personally, even we put a couple of years into things, and it takes time to build something important. Everything else in crypto is actually gambling, and we're okay with all that. But the best projects on earth, where we made actually really good money, are the ones where like that team is cool. The problem they're solving is awesome. That's a hard problem. And I like the problem, so let's mine some tokens with them. We actually spin up boxes to like just help the project out. A couple years later, oh my God, we made some good money with them. That's awesome. So that's how so I think we're thankful for great teams, cool projects, and I say I feel like we're just getting started with the bull run.
Well, I'll tell you what. This is what I think. I'll tell you what. This is not financial advice. By the way. Not financial advice at all. Yeah. But I will tell you, if you guys, for this season in particular, if you guys want to know when the bull market's going to start, the minute I sell my bags from diamond holding the 90% down, that's when it'll start. So when I haven't sold it yet, guys. So because I'm a pro at buying high and selling low. So the minute I just give up and I just capitulate, I'll put it on X, and then that's when that's bull market right there, baby. So that's you heard it first. You heard it first.
So like we were talking about Tim yesterday, it's forgetting all the terrible other stuff about Nancy Pelosi. One of the great things was that because she was in Congress, she had to share her investments, so you could follow her investments and ride on her coattails to success with her investments. You're the opposite. You just follow what Tim's doing.
I'm the opposite signal for you guys.
If you see Tim's wallet starting buying, he's like, oh,
bear market.
Bear market. Tim is not Pelosi. He's nope, oopsie.
Yeah.
So bull whisperer.
The bull whisperer. I love that.
Yeah.
We'll call him the Matador.
Nice.
All right. Well, I think it's bound to be bummer times, but to keep the hope alive, guys. We watched Zootopia on over Thanksgiving, and there's a character who's going through a lot of stuff, and he always says, "We will succeed. We will succeed." And I don't just mean us, and I just mean everybody. We will succeed. There will be a way.
We will succeed. That's a great. That movie was great. We will succeed.
It was good. Christopher,
you
should watch it with the kids.
Yeah.
Utopia?
Yeah, it's really, really good.
It's hilarious. Utopia is a great airplane movie.
We all got together for his kids. Honest, really, I swear to God, it is Zootopia 2.
Yeah, really fun.
I don't know how they did it, but it's really great.
It's better than first. Actually, we just went after Thanksgiving dinner, so we all thought we were going to be like passing out, and we're like, we just missed this movie, right?
We're just going to do it for the kids, right? Sleep in the movie. Yeah.
But no. Like 10 minutes in, we're like, whoa, this is good. This is hilarious. So take your kids. They'll love it, and you guys will love it too. Anybody that. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
No, seriously, Chris. I'm serious. Like, take the kids. It's really that good. It's a really fun movie. Yeah.
So hold on. I'll just answer one quickly because I'm going to have to bounce before the end. So Pedro, I want to make sure you get an answer before I leave. I don't know the exact answer when you're transferring from exchanges. This is true both when you're transferring to exchanges and from exchanges, by the way. And this is true for all tokens, not just ours. But some of the exchange wallets have some weird mechanisms in them. We always recommend, and we should make sure this is on the FAQ. If you're transferring out of an exchange, transfer it to a regular wallet first. use your favorite wallet software, whether it's Phantom or SoulScan or one of the other ones. Just make a wallet, transfer the tokens into your wallet, your personal wallet, and then transfer them into the UpRock wallet. And that goes the same, by the way, the other way around. If you're transferring out of UpRock to an exchange, transfer them into your wallet first and then onto the exchange. Once in a while, the fact that both our wallets and exchange wallets typically involve on-chain contracts, sometimes there are weird incompatibilities with that. I know we have helped diagnose a few instances where people transferred straight to exchanges from other situations or from multi-signature wallets and it didn't show up. So recommendation is just open up Phantom or SoulScan, whatever your favorite wallet app is, make a new wallet, transfer the tokens there, then transfer just a couple of them into your UpRock wallet to make sure you have the address correct. And finally, once you see them show up there, transfer the rest of them. That is my evergreen advice for doing crypto transfers is don't go from smart wallet or from like contract wallets to contract wallets because there is a risk of incompatibilities. And it's it's kind of sad that it doesn't necessarily work better than this. Is definitely something where we try to make it compatible. But best advice is transfer them into a standalone wallet first. That's going to be the best way to do it.
Yep. Yeah, great advice. Great advice. All right, well, let's go to Chris because you got to go soon. So I'll try to go through the stuff where we need you or we'd like to have you here. So let's talk about the UPT Burn. Oh wait, here we go. Where'd it go? There we go. Oh, look at that little doggy. So we've got where did I put it? We've got it's over 10 million UPT burned and counting.
Yeah.
And so it's just some. I guess we didn't really need to have you on that one but I just wanted to highlight.
No, it's perfect because we're talking about tokenomics. So as you guys go check out our tokenomics, you will see that one of the cornerstones of our tokenomics is that a big portion of our revenue goes to buying back some of our tokens, and some of those get burned. And so we have now burned more than 10 million tokens. And if I'm doing my math right, I believe that means that from the revenue that you guys helped us make and the revenue we've been making off the platform and stuff. So I believe that's about 1% of all the UpRock tokens that have ever existed have been burned.
Yep.
Is that right math-wise? Yeah, I think it is.
That's a lot.
And it's like I said, let's do the product update soon since Chris here needs to leave. But this actually ties right to the revenue. It's like tokenomics. So go to uprock.com/tokenomics and you'll see everything we do ties to our revenue, tied back to the token. We have a couple of great contracts coming, and we're just getting started. I mean, we've been cooking for a year on this crawler API and what we're building with the Deepen network, and it's just starting to increase. So that's exactly right. But pretty awesome, pretty awesome milestone.
Yeah, doesn't look it looks so cute. He's a little smug. Oh, so adorable. Except he doesn't want to keep his tokens. He wants to burn them. Fire.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's see. Oops. Oh, darn it! I just took the wrong thing off the.
You know what? I think canonically, I like the idea that Burns tokens actually are going to Rocket's personal hoard, from which they will never leave. Just to be clear for anybody who's listening,
there you go.
Burns tokens are actually burned using the Solana burn mechanism. But canonically, I like the idea that they're going into Dragon Rocket's personal hoard.
Yeah.
Yeah, metaphorically, lyrically, guys, just lyrically. Rocket looks like a Lady Liberty pet dog. Yeah, he does, doesn't he? And you know what? Liberty. That is Liberty. I know there's a quote there somewhere, a famous speech. Anyway, moving on. Pedro had a follow-up to his question.
So Pedro, we generally don't advertise any of the wallets specifically. We don't have a deal with any of them. I will tell you that I personally use SoulScan and Phantom. And there are a number of other good wallets out there. Feel free to do some Googling around it. I suspect the community can drop in some hints as well. But SoulScan and Phantom are very well known. MetaMask supports Solana as well now, I think. I'm not certain about that. SoulScan and Phantom are well supported in the Solana ecosystem.
I mean, Phantom Soulflare for me. I use Phantom. Jupiter has a new wallet actually too. I haven't tried it yet, but they're promoting pretty heavy. Yeah. Everything from Jupiter is pretty polished.
Yeah.
MetaMask for the longest time didn't have actually
they just started like getting pretty good in the past year.
Yeah.
For being like a default crypto wallet forever. I think they finally got their act together because they're actually pretty decent now. For the longest time, they just weren't that great, honestly. Like it was hard. Sometimes you like your tokens, you have to like refresh. Or they didn't even.
They just disappear.
They just disappear.
Yeah,
they just don't show you. It was like crazy. Or you know, like you would forget where you would stake your stuff or put it in this pool or whatever, and so you have to have another app that actually tells you where you put your tokens.
Yeah.
And you just forget once in a while because you stake them for a year and a half. I think MetaMask finally has like a web app or web version of it where they try to do your best to look on chain to find where you put your tokens. But all the other apps like Phantom, Jupiter, they all do a better job of like just telling you where you put all your stuff.
Yeah.
So I like Phantom. Jupiter's
And
probably
Pedro, if this is your first time using a wallet, I'll just tell you before you transfer your UpRock. And so I'm just thinking about this because it sounds like based on the discussion, this might be something to do. Make sure you put just a little bit of Sol tokens in, maybe $10 or $20 worth, just to make sure you have some gas fees. You'll need those in order to complete the transaction. So before you transfer in any other tokens, start by getting $10 to $20 worth of Sol, which at whatever today's price, it'll be like 0.1 Sol or 0.07 Sol or something like that. Make sure you have that in the wallet first. That way your wallet can actually perform transactions. You'll need a little bit of Sol in there for gas fees.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Always important to make sure you're transferring your UPT to a Solana wallet too.
Yeah.
Because what's gone. I had to step out for a second. I just had to grab something. Roz, like, Jen burned herself. Yeah, maybe I set myself to the wrong wallet, and I. But I got me covered.
Glad we got you back.
somehow got myself back. All right, Christopher, when do you have to take off? Because I'm trying to figure out
momentarily. But is there something else you want my input on?
Well, yeah. Do you want to do your side of product updates, and then we're gonna be a little disjointed here today, guys. But we're making it work.
Let's do and Chris, you're a little muffled, so let's do the product updates first then. Let's
okay, I'll try to speak up a little bit.
Okay, so shall we start with so we're gonna do product updates, and then we should start with Crawler.
Yeah,
Crawler. So we are for desktop users, we released a new desktop client version on Tuesday, I think, or Wednesday. So everybody should have seen that update. That includes a bunch of new crawling stuff. There's another one coming soon, which is even more new crawling stuff. We are, Jesse can talk to us more later. We're talking to another big crawling customer who hopefully will have a contract that's under review with them within the next few days. I guess since it's a holiday, we probably won't get it until next week. But we've already implemented the code they've been asking for. We're just going through final testing on that now, and it should be out. The next update will be that update, and it'll be out in a few days. We'll talk more about that once it's actually done. We're trying to have learned our lesson from some of the past things and not start having big discussions before it's actually live. But that's going out. And then, Jen, I mean, that's the big update. Crawlers updated. We're executing crawl jobs. You guys probably have seen some notifications from time to time that crawl jobs are active. There's more coming. And then bundled up with Android as well are some great new updates. One of the ones I'm most happy about, of course, a lot of this ties into Rocket Booster and there's Magic Receipts and other things that we've been working on. But one of the things that I'm really excited about is that we've actually made some big performance improvements as well. So we shipped a really cool new feature that lets us determine almost instantaneously when a device connects whether or not it has any work eligible. And if it doesn't, and this is really important for battery life. So one of the things that we were doing was the devices were sometimes checking in a little bit more often than I wanted. And as you guys know, anybody who's looked at UpRock and how it interacts with your battery life indicator, despite the fact that it does work when it needs to, we really try to respect your battery and not spend a lot of time doing work we don't need to. And so the new placement system is super cool. If you're a developer, you can go check out how that works. But it means that in the vast majority of cases, the device can perform a super quick check-in that only consumes less than a kilobyte of data. And if there's nothing for it to do for the foreseeable future, you can just go back to sleep and not burn any battery. It doesn't has to do a lot fewer unnecessary check-ins and so on. And so that's really great.
Yeah.
And that should make battery life even better than it was. We already had a number of good systems in place to manage this and to not make the devices do what they didn't need to. But this is even more efficient and lets us know, sort of lets a device know, actually lets your device know, hey, there is work available, in which case, great, go ahead and check in and do it. And or hey, there really actually isn't any work available for your particular device for a little while, so don't waste any battery trying. And that makes everything more efficient, makes the network more efficient. So super excited to have that out.
Yep, exactly.
So that's in the so we had the like ties in, as Chris was saying, into the Android releases. I guess I'll piggyback on that. We also, if you're in the US, we'll see that we have the first version of, I'm going to mute one of you guys because I think I have an echo. I'm not sharing the mic. We had a update in the US. You'll see there's a first version of Magic Receipts. So you can upload any receipt, and if there is a promoted item on that, you will get a reward. That was our first version of it. We realized, there's actually not a lot of promoted items that could work on the first iteration that we had of the. So over the week and weekend, big shout out to the team, especially Elena and Reka and Tufi, because we're like, okay, we got to get a fix out for this fast, or not a fix, but an update out to this fast. So there will be offers. So what you do is you'll see the offers that are available, and they'll see, okay, well, you can upload any receipt, but if you have any of these particular promoted items, you're going to get a reward for it. Now, I also want you guys to know that if you check on the promoted items, some of them will say you can shop at any store. You could go to your neighborhood bodega, your convenience store, whatever, local corner market. But a lot of them will say you have to go to one of these major retailers. And there's like a ton of major retailers that the provider supports, like 150. So like you go to Walmart or Target or something like that, it will be that offer will be available for that. So that is coming out next. But we do, as Spaceman said, need more offers. The very first MVP that we decided we wanted to do for this, we thought was going to be possible, but it turns out it's a little bit more limited than we want. But fear not, this is a top priority for us to get the fuller integration of Magic Receipts out. And we've all been working, especially Reka, Elena, and Tufi, overtime on that. So we'll have a few more releases out. But that said, we did run into an issue with the provider, some configuration that they needed to turn on for us because some things just weren't working the way that they were supposed to. Turned out they missed a configuration on their end. And we'll see. They're also based
the story of our lives, fixing other people's bugs. I remember when we were doing the discussion about this earlier at the week, and I was like, oh, perfect. Glad we're fixing somebody else's problem for them. Pedro, I want to say one more thing to you. You should almost certainly not send to an address that ends in XTWQG. I just double checked. I'm pretty sure. I thought those digits looked familiar. That is the actual UpRock token contract address, which is not a wallet that anybody can do anything with. That is the actual address of the token itself. If you send to that address, I'm pretty sure the tokens will be locked for good. So definitely don't send to that address. Send to your personal wallet address, which I can't tell you what it is. It'll be different when you generate it. But yeah, don't send to the token contract.
Also, Pedro, if Mexi Exchange told you to send to it, can you send us a screenshot? That's actually a weird advice.
Yeah,
that's a weird thing to.
You should never send to the token.
Can you send a screenshot of that? That's actually really weird. If they said that to you, but we should actually contact them. Yeah. That's a weird thing to actually advise anybody. Yeah, yeah. So please send us that, because if that's true, one,
we'll have to reach out to them, because that's extremely.
This is weird. That's a weird thing to say to anybody.
Don't send to that address. Yeah, definitely.
Send your own address. That's your point. That's the whole point. Yeah. Your keys, your crypto. Yeah. So that's weird. So send us a screenshot of that, okay? Discord ticket, or just go to support@uprock.com. Email us, send us a screenshot. Let's check that out, and then we'll figure it out. But that's honestly that tells me a little red flag right there. That's a bit weird.
Yeah, that's the thing. You always got to be careful who you're talking to, because you never know. Sometimes these I'm not saying that you're talking to an unofficial, a scammer or somebody who's not with MEXC. but many things that can happen: lost in translation, just simple misunderstanding.
Exactly.
But it's also an industry where it's rife with scams. So maybe you're not even talking. Maybe what if you're not even talking to MAXC? You're talking to somebody else who's trying to give you bad advice. So anyway, we're here to help. So we'll figure it out together.
Yep.
Okay. So yes, we're talking about product updates.
I gotta run now, guys. So I'm gonna
you do? Okay.
Goodbye. Yep.
All right. Well, hang on. Before you go, Chris,
yes.
Yeah, I want you to say. I know you want to say something. So
I was just gonna say happy Turkey Day, everyone. I'm thankful for all of you. I'm thankful for our community. I'm thankful for everybody who's supported us, who comes to these live streams, who's downloaded the app, and I hope everybody has a great weekend. Sasha, let me just end by saying, kicking the ball is just about the only thing that American football and European, or the rest of the world football, can agree upon. But you know what I realized as we're doing all this? We need to get somebody in the chat who loves rugby, because then they'll be like, Chris, Sasha, you guys are both wrong.
Oh, I watched this show where there's this American football player, professional player. I can't remember his name, but he would go around the world and he would try different sports. And the big one that everyone wanted to do was rugby. And he said, so he tried rugby. And the question is, what is more difficult, American football or rugby? And his answer was American football. And the reason why is because, in rugby, you don't have all the padding, but American football, you're covered. They're covered in padding, right? Or in
you can hit people harder when you've got all that
harder.
padding.
So he's like, it actually hurts a lot more. It's a lot harder to do American football on your body. It's a lot harder on your body.
It's like
I
2 minutes.
He wasn't there on here, so I can say that to him to his face, and then power in the corner to hide.
Spaceman iOS, we're still sending Apple information. We've given them a press release. Jesse can talk more to that if he wants to, but suffice it to say, it's not top of our list, but it's not top of our list because we're still waiting on them again. But as always, when we run into Apple, what's the phrase from the original Star Wars? Imperial complications, something like that. The Imperial entanglements. God, I got my Star Wars quote wrong. Take away my nerd card. But anyway, as always, when this happens, we respond as quickly as we can whenever they send us something. But especially over the holidays right now, it seems like they're kind of on their own schedule. So fingers firmly crossed that next week people come back and things start happening again. Maybe we get lucky and something happens over the weekend, but I doubt it, to be honest, just because expectation-wise, they're probably not doing much on the weekend.
It's the holidays. Yeah, we're working on it. We'll talk more about it, Chris. All right, Chris. Well, thank you so much for joining us. I know it's late for you, so really appreciate you staying on as long as you could.
Yeah.
See you guys.
Happy holidays, Chris.
Happy holidays. Extend it to the family.
Yeah.
Bye, Chris. See ya.
Happy Thanksgiving.
All right, now that he's gone, let's talk about it.
Look at this sun from Seattle. This is crazy, right?
It is really crazy.
See it?
Where's your sunglasses? I need it. Oh, it hurts.
Oh gosh. Well, you got blinds there, don't you?
Yeah, we do, I guess.
Then it gets too dark. Then you'll be in the dark.
Vitamin D. That's what we need.
I'll just use Jesse's head as shade. Okay, there we go.
There you go. You guys look very dramatic. It's very, very nice. All right. Well, let's talk more about the product updates while Chris is gone. As I mentioned, I got to update this slide because it just says Rocket Booster. One, right now, as Chris just said with Spaceman's question, what is going on with the iOS update? So I got to, for now, maybe hide this download from the App Store badge. As a bit of a background, we are in review purgatory at the moment. Apple has decided that there is something in our app that's in violation, and we just can't understand why. We had a call with them a couple weeks ago, and the reviewer said, "Oh, this is way too technical for us, for me. So we have to get you on the horn with somebody else." But it's the holiday season, and that hasn't happened yet. So we're just going back and forth in email, hoping to get that resolved. But
you know what? I think what happened was this, Jen. So they actually told us specifically that we're selling. When we say we're selling your unused internet. Mm-hmm. I think what's happening is a lot of apps are using our proxies, and they have and they're selling when they say unused internet. What they're doing is actually selling users' browser history, or they're scraping. So there's a lot of companies out there where you can log into Twitter or behind the login, and they'll scrape content behind the login, which goes against anyone's terms of service.
Yeah.
And so I think they assume that we do that just because our messaging is the same as a lot of other AI apps where like, hey, we're gonna pay you for data that AI needs. We don't do that. We don't ask you to actually log into anything and scrape content behind the login because that's a gray area. But also we know if that's a gray area, we can get kicked out, and we don't want to jeopardize it. There's plenty of data of just real time internet data that people will pay for, so we don't have to play that game, that cat and mouse game. So anyway, we don't do that. They assumed we did, I think, because
I think so.
yeah, I think we just basically on our website, and so I think we have a pretty good chance of just like telling them, hey, we don't do that. You can actually look at our code. You lumped us together with other bad actors, and we don't do that actually at all. And you can tell because the permissions we ask for are very specific. We don't ask for permissions we don't need, and that's actually very clear. So literally, we're just doing speed on iOS. We actually do speed tests and uptime tests. We don't even do the crawl jobs on iOS because we're so like nervous about iOS. We just do very basic jobs. Android's a little more open, so we do actually more crawl jobs on Android, Mac, Windows, Linux. But on iOS, we just send speed tests, uptime tests because we're a little bit nervous about sending crawl jobs because of this reason. So I think we have a pretty good case, but it's a little bit annoying because now we can't, it holds us back a little bit of the magic receipts and other updates. So we sent a pretty good, thorough response back. I think we can resolve it next month.
Hopefully it's just as simple as like changing the copy on the App Store description and changing the screenshots and maybe even tweaking some things on the home screen, or maybe even just having a landing page just for on our website for iOS, so we could say specifically like this is how iOS works. And don't they go through their own through our T&C, our terms and conditions themselves? Tech Kelly asks. And they're reviewing so much stuff. I wouldn't be surprised if they just didn't have it.
Honestly, millions of apps. There's no way they can be familiar with every single app. So yeah, I think they just sometimes they'll come down with there's a new scam coming through the stores where people are gonna scrape content for the AI, and let's just be proactive about it. So anything that sounds familiar, we'll just shut it down. And then people have to. And then like you're guilty until proven innocent. I think that's how they work. So like they shut it down, and then you have to prove yourself to be okay. You're cool. I think that's what happens sometimes with these app stores, which we get because we used to run an app store. Like when we see one scam happening, you're like, okay, we got to shut that down quick because it's really great.
And I
think that's why we got caught up in that probably.
I like Drew's your suggestion. Maybe we use the term, like use a phrase like use your internet to solve AI compute. That's a good one. Or use your use your compute or your unused internet to help test sites. I've seen that.
We'll be more specific on the screenshots, the description, and even the front. We have to do all that.
Yeah, I mean, I've even seen these game reward apps where you play a game to earn rewards. Some of them say to help test games, and that could be it too. Like we could say not just get paid for playing games, but get paid for helping test games, which is kind of what you're doing too when you're using when you're doing the game offers. You're helping some of these. You're helping them test, but some of them they just want the new users. So that's good suggestions, and we'll try them all. Because really the things that that got their attention that they're claiming is the issue are things that we've had since day one. So I think it's just a case of a new reviewer or a team of reviewers who are unfamiliar with our product. Because some of the questions they ask about it are questions we've answered many times over. I think you recall this time last year, we also had the same problem. And it might just be, this is the season where there's going to be maybe an influx of, as Jesse was saying, like kind of scammy apps or new scams. So they're on higher alert because it was the same time last year where we ran into issues with the review update reviews. So that's what's going on with iOS. With Android, like I said, we got the magic receipts out version 1 for US only. And it's a simple upload your receipt. If there's a promoted item, you'll get a reward. And we've run into, we thought this MVP, we thought it was going to be great, perfect for what we want for this week. But we quickly realized that, hey, we should probably put the offers in there as well. So you can see what offers are promoted. And so Reka and Elena and Tuku worked overtime on getting that out. But all of that work. And it turned out there was a configuration that our provider needed to enable on their side. So we're hoping we're going to get that from them today. They are based. They're all over the world, I think. They have multiple locations, but the team that needs to do what we need them to do is in the US. So hopefully we'll hear from them today and we'll get that resolved. Either way, what our plan was always this week would be the very simple version of just upload a receipt, see what sticks.
Save your receipts.
Save your receipts, guys. Sorry, Tim and Jesse, I just muted you by accident. Save your receipts. And so it was always the plan that, guys, I'm going to mute you because I hear a little bit of feedback.
It's probably our microphone.
What?
It's probably our microphone. It's like not that great. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to mute you. Yeah, so save your receipts. The first version was always going to be this super simple, upload a receipt, see what sticks. The second version was showing you the 1.5 version is showing you the offers that are there so you can see what the promoted items are. The third version, or second, I guess, is the more fully integrated one. And that's what we're working on now. So you will see a list of offers. You'll see a list of merchants. And what you'll do is you'll clip them. You'll say, okay, this is what I bought. And you have everything clipped. And then you upload your receipt and you'll definitely, there's much higher chance you'll get it because you have proactively said, this is the offer that I am claiming. These are the promoted items that I bought. And you read the fine print. Every offer will have the details on it. It will say you have to buy it from these stores. And again, most of these are major retailers in the States and also international. So there's like over 150 major retailers that you choose from. So as long as you go to one of those retailers and you buy that promoted item, you'll get your reward. And you will also need to check the fine print. Like sometimes there's a quantity issue requirement, so you'll have to maybe buy 2 of something. Sometimes there's a size issue, so you have to buy the 8-ounce item, not the 16-ounce, something like that. Just check the fine print. What was also the plan is that anytime for any receipts where you can upload. Now my phone is ringing. Jesse, why don't you take that away while I mute this phone?
Okay, sure. So yeah, right now the first version of the app is because we want to get out before Black Friday. So we show the top 70 or 100 offers. There actually are there's like thousands of offers. So it feels like there's not an offer for you. That's just because we're trying to get this out as fast as possible. So you'll see maybe 70 to 100 offers featured. We actually asked the partners, like, can you just show us the best ones for now? Yeah. And so it's a good variety for US. And then beyond that, the next versions of it will have a search function because there's so many, you need a search function and some categories like make it a little better. But the deals are pretty great. I mean, for the next 3 months after Black Friday, like you can actually earn a lot of pretty good crypto back. So yeah, so right now you can look at the list, check the fine print. If you're in the US, it's pretty. They're big brands like Walmart and Amazon, so you have a good chance of like getting a pretty good offer. If you have any issues, please let us know. We'll reward you if there's mess ups. But we want to get that first version out, and the next version will have search function, all that. And by the way, we're talking about the US because a lot of these magic receipts only work with retailers in the US. And outside US, we're sorry about that. However, everyone in the US, if you do this stuff, every time you scan a receipt, we actually get paid for that, and that revenue goes back to Buyback and Burn UPT. So it actually helps the whole community out because every time you shop, we actually get a return, and then we'll use that revenue right to contribute right to the token. So we use it for liquidity pools, and we use it to Buyback and Burn UPT. So you're helping the whole community out for doing what you're already doing.
Yes.
And it's a pretty good deal. We negotiated some awesome crypto back on these deals.
Yes.
You'll see it. So that first list seems like they're common household items, but still we'll have way more than that. We just want to get this out as fast as possible, and the next version will have search.
Yeah. And for the any receipts, even if there's not a promoted item, what we wanted to do is also reward you no matter what, even if just as long as you upload a valid any receipt, then you will get a UPT reward. The next version, I know Spaceman, you asked about this in chat,
Yep.
Slack. will there also be Rocket Boost? That too. So if you have any receipt, or any of these, anytime you get a reward, you'll also come with a Rocket Boost. But the immediate issue to resolve is that any receipt, as long as it's valid, being valid means it has the merchant name, it has a total, it has a purchase date, it is not a duplicate, and is within 14 days, will give you a UPT reward, and then soon a UPT reward plus a boost. It might even just be, and maybe we'll change that too. Maybe it will just be any receipt with no promoted item. We'll just give you a boost. We'll see how we want to do that over time. But that is the plan. At least we're going to start with a UPT, then a boost, or maybe just a boost. There is also a limitation. You can only upload 10 any receipts a week. So I would, if you have already done it and you weren't getting your reward, we're keeping track. We have logs for all that. We can keep track of that. I think we'll just go ahead and give you guys a reward for uploading anyway, because you're also in a way you're helping us test this week because we had to get that out fast. So we'll take care of it. But keep your eyes peeled. Very excited to have this out. Now, if you also have you want to be careful about duplicate receipts. So I would also suggest keeping your really big receipts, your big purchases, wait until we can get those promoted items out, because you have 14 days, and Ms. Reika works fast. So
yes.
And Klaus, it's not just going live first for the US. This is only for the US. The provider only works, this service only works in the US. I believe Canada as well. If there is a provider outside of the States that does this, I haven't found them yet. And I would like to. I know there's other rewards apps that have built their own system for this. So if we'll see how this goes, and maybe it's something we can provide ourselves. We can build our own system. We'll see how it goes. I don't want to get ahead of myself. Drew asked, what is an any receipt? So an any receipt just means that in these kind of offers that you don't have to worry about finding a retailer or finding a specific promoted item, that you can just upload something, and if there is a match, you'll get a reward. You don't have to proactively clip an item. You could just upload it. And sometimes these any receipts, they don't care about which merchant you go to. So you could go to your corner market, you could go to a bodega, you could go to a convenience store, you go anywhere, and it will, as long as you have that promoted item, you'll still get a reward. It also means that as long as you have the basic receipt requirements. So again, that's, you have to have the merchant name, the purchase date, a total. It has to be 14 days old or less, and it's not a duplicate. You'll still get a base reward. And so the base reward will be like a nominal UPT, and next will be a UPT plus boost. So you can do that about 10 times. So it'd be a great way for you to just do a quick boost on your earn rate. So that's the any receipt. Really, where the big rewards are going to come from is in the later versions, when we have all the offers and the merchants. So you can start clipping, and clipping means this is a promoted item. I definitely bought this, and I definitely bought it at Target. And you clip it, and then you upload your receipt, and it scans for that item, and then you get that reward. And that's where the bigger rewards are coming from. Yeah. Right. Yeah. So Klaus says, now that the app will have camera permission, does that mean we can expand our suggestions to more camera features? Is the team open for it? Would it be great if we had a snapshot feature? Klaus, I do remember you saying this a few months ago. I actually have it saved on I have the screenshot of what you shared in Discord saved on my desktop. So you can do like a snapshot of where you are in the world, and like maybe like a picture of like your view, and the overlay with like, here's my earn rate and here's what I'm doing, things like that. If that's the one you're talking about, I thought that was great. I have that saved. But yes, the short answer is yes, we are definitely open to it. Because we're gonna have to enable that feature by that permission anyway. Let's do some real fun stuff with it. Yep. Yeah. Anyway, so that's what's going on with Magic Receipts. Hopefully we'll have this response from the provider today. If not, I would count on Monday. And we'll continue testing, and we'll continue iterating on this, because very excited to have it out. Yep. I know I'm going to be using it a lot. I am now, like, everything for me is like, I want a paper receipt. I want a paper receipt. Next up too is we want to do digital receipts, and seeing how this goes. Maybe we can even do an integration. I don't know. I have to talk to Chris and Reika about that where you can
Yeah.
actually just link it to your Amazon account. So anytime you make a purchase, it just does it, it just scans. I don't know if people want that, but it could be cool.
Yeah, one thing nice about that is like, you might buy something and then it goes on sale like a week later, and obviously you don't know and care about it because you're not following it. But some of these merchants actually, if you do connect to like an Amazon account, they'll actually proactively tell you, hey, it actually went on sale, we're gonna give you cash back. Why would they do that? Because then you actually like the brand a lot. It reminds you like, oh, that's cool. That 1 week later you actually give me $10 back, whatever the discount is, right? And then you're reminded about that brand again, and maybe you shop again with that brand because they're proactive about giving you a good deal. And so it's a win-win for both sides. That's one of the reasons why people do it. And because otherwise you just don't think about it, right? You just buy something and you don't think about it after you purchase. So it's a good like a reconnection, like a re-engagement point for a lot of these brands, because once you buy their product, they have no idea what's going to happen afterwards. There's no, like in real life, there's no like engagement afterwards. And so it's all these little touch points brands love, and so they want to give you the best experience possible and give you the best cash back or whatever the deal is, because they want you to re-engage you in some meaningful way. And so this is why like the magic receipts are pretty awesome if you automate a little bit, whether it's like connect your Amazon account or Walmart, because then it's like, hey, this brand now knows like you bought this thing. And they have no idea. By the way, Walmart doesn't share this with the brands. This is the point. Like Walmart controls all this, or Target or Amazon. The companies that actually sell on those sites, they have no idea what's happening. They don't share it. This is why they're paying so much out, because like, oh, cool, someone bought our product. Yeah. And now we can re-engage them and give them a receipt or give them a deal. And now we kind of know what's happening, like how often they're buying our stuff, and that's why I want to give you a good deal. So. But yeah, so anyway, let's first step is like, let's just see how many people in the US just are willing to even, earn some stuff back just for taking a picture of the receipt or uploading digital receipt. And if that goes really well, then we'll continue to expand the UX and make it better and better and better.
Yeah, I liked Drew's suggestion. He's going to stand outside businesses to ask people to scan the receipts like a crackhead asking for some money. Or like the Salvation Army guy, just with the belt. Receipts. Yeah, totally do it. I'm asking everybody for their receipts. It's just a great way to get a boost too, or get some extra UPT. But again, for any receipts, you can only do 10 a week, and it will reset every Sunday. So there is a limit with that. But either way, just collect your receipts, because again, you'll have 14 days, and we're working fast on getting updates and iterations out. So it's just collect them. I would also suggest print, if you have the option when you're checking out, if you can email, print, or email and print, do both, because sometimes these offers they'll have a stipulation like it has to be a physical receipt. Others will say it has to be a digital receipt. So it just helps to have both, just in case. So I would just recommend do both.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I've learned over as we've been building and testing this. Like, okay, it's helpful to have two. Klaus asked, will this work on product receipts that I import from the US for people outside of the US, or will this update be available only in the US App Store and Play Store? It will only be available in the US. So it's not like it's a separate listing. It's just that if we detect that you are in the US, then you'll be able to see this in the offer section. That I import from the US. It depends on your location. Where are you? For it. So I don't know if a VPN will work. I'm not saying you should try it, but I'm not saying you shouldn't. They're not watching. The provider's not watching our live stream. They're anyway. I'm not saying nothing, boss. So, I'm not your mama. You do what you want. You try it. Anyway, so very excited to have at least that first version out. But yeah, there is some issues, and so if you run into any, which you will, we know about most of them. So we'll do work. And the Rocketeers in the US who are testing with us, like Spaceman, is sharing some stuff with us too. So we are aware of it. If you are a user and you're running into it, we're aware of some issues. So we'll get that resolved. Very excited. We said we're going to have it out by Black Friday, and we got a version of it out by Black Friday. Just make it better. And
Spend
if you
more to
had,
save more.
exactly. And like I said, if you had uploaded and you said, oh, I didn't get any of my reward, don't worry. We have logs, and we'll take care of you guys ourselves. We'll do it.
Yep.
Wow, the sun. So I got to move my light here. The sun is coming out.
I know.
It's looking really nice. All
We're
right,
not
so
angry. We're just in the center of
Yeah,
our
I
face.
just cannot see anything. That's all.
you can't see shit.
This is very rare for us in Seattle. It's like there's going to be a lot of car accidents today. It's just so bright.
Yeah, there's always, when it rains and when it's too sunny.
Yeah.
Always correct.
Yeah. I know there's no in between. It was like raining and
I don't know if you guys can tell, but Tim and I, we almost blend with the white wall.
Yeah.
Almost, right? Like,
Yeah, we're so pasty.
yeah. So this is good for us anyway.
Yeah, we need this.
yeah, you guys do.
We're going down.
You guys are- All right. Well, let's see. Let's go. Since we jumped around a bit, let's go back into. Okay, we have a Black Friday. Speaking of Black Friday and shopping, we have a Black Friday campaign that is going on now, and it's really fun. So you can earn 1,000 UPT in less than 2 minutes. And as we say here on our post, it's Black Friday, and we're taking UpRock to the streets, literally. So what the challenge is you go outside. I know, go outside. Haven't scary. Nature's out there. Anyway, go outside and onboard 5 new people to UpRock. And each person that you onboard, so they download the app and they create their account, you'll earn 1,000 UPT. But that's not all. You'll get 5,000 UPT once you hit all 5. And we want you to record that moment and tag UpRock, share it and tag UpRock, and we will make sure that you get your reward. So record it, upload it to X, and tag us so we can see it happening. And we'll deliver you, you'll get your UPT. So I'm sorry, let me clarify. They will get 1,000 UPT, everyone you upload. Everyone you on ramp, they will get 1,000 UPT. When you do all 5, you get 5,000. Okay, that's the challenge. Nice. So show your loved ones you care about them. Give them some love. Get them some free UPT. The deadline is this Sunday at midnight or 23:59 UTC.
Yeah.
So you have a few more days to do it. Now this is again only on Android because iOS is in purgatory, review purgatory. So Android folks, you can go do that. And we've already had some, let me share the link here so you can get the deets. There you go. There's the details of that. And we actually already had some videos from our wonderful ambassadors, Tech Kelly and Benny. They shared some videos. So take a look at how they did it. It's really fun. Here's Tech Kelly's. Here's Benny's. I mean, Benny, you went to, is he in the chat? Benny went to River State University. And I've seen a couple of videos from Benny. So he went to the university and just said, hey, college kids need some, they need some Taco Bell money. So Klaus, he said that so Klaus is like, it's really hard challenge for me because he already invited every possible person they know. No, I'm sure
make a deal with the iOS user since they can't do it. Go find some iOS users that have UpRock and then just say, hey, look, when you get your friends, I'll cut you a deal. Let's onboard them through my phone, and then boom.
Yeah, there you go.
Share the rewards. Sharing is caring.
Yeah. Well, you know what Benny did? It was really cool. So he stood outside he was on campus, and he had, or was it Benny or was it Tech Kelly? I think it was Tech. I can't remember. Actually, I think it was you, Tech Kelly. Had a sign that said, "Meet me. Do you want some big reward?" Yeah. And so many of the students came up. I think that's actually a really smart idea. Go to the college campus because college kids, when we were, it was Benny. Okay, sorry, Tech Kelly. Yeah, sorry, Benny. It was Benny had the sign. Meet me, and college students. It's notoriously, they're notoriously hungry because they're studying all the time, and they just want, a quick $5 so they can, get Taco Bell or whatever the equivalent is in your country or state. You know, give them a free meal or something. Anyway, that was a great strategy. So Klaus, maybe you can employ that. Maybe that will work for you.
Yeah, pretty good.
So
That's
yes,
awesome.
this is a great challenge. And again, check out Benny and check out Tech Kelly's videos for some.
Thanks, guys. You guys are great. That's awesome. Yeah,
really cool to see it.
It's really good. And speaking of our here we go. Speaking of our ambassadors, I just want to give a quick shout out to Chandan, to Benny, to Tech Kelly. You guys are these are our ambassadors in India for Chandan and in Nigeria for Benny and Kelly. We just want to give you guys a shout out. You guys, I love hopping on X where I lurk as like a little creep. I just lurk and I love seeing your guys' videos. You guys are awesome. It's just so much fun to see your videos. So go check them out. They're really great. Jesse, why don't you talk a bit about them so I can, while I spin up their X accounts so people can follow.
Yeah, well, first of all, we met Chandan in person, so we got to meet you guys too. Yeah, but you guys are awesome. Video content is the best. It's like so inspiring. Like Jen said, we lurk too. I don't post as much, but on X I do, for company. But it's just fun to see you guys make great content, and videos are best. And you guys are so enthusiastic. We share around the whole team. When that
the energy's good.
Energy's great. Yeah. So hell yeah, guys. So cheers to you.
Cheers to the champs.
Yeah.
And give them a follow. Here's Kelly.
Yep.
Kelly _ Edom. Am I pronouncing Edom right? Or is it Etim or Etim? Yep. So that's Kelly. Benny.
Yep.
Here you go. Give Benny a follow as well.
Cool.
Benny with a G _ wealth. That's promising. I like that. And then lastly, Chandan. He has a couple, but here's what he's been posting under a lot is RB verse, or I am Chandan is another one. Let me see if I can. I am Chandan. Oh no, I can't remember what his personal one was, but that's what he's been posting under a lot too. So give those guys a follow. Watch their videos; they're really fun, and I love the energy. It also makes me realize, like, man, I'm really slacking on my my Twitter game, my X game. Sorry, my X game. I got to get posting on there more often instead of just retweeting. I just don't even know what to say, and so I watch these guys and try to get some inspiration and be less shy and be more like Chandan, Benny, and Kelly. That's what I want to do. That's my goal.
Yeah,
that's my goal for 2026. Be like be more outgoing and on X and just share my face. Yeah. Anyway, very, very much thankful for you guys in the spirit of Thanksgiving. In case we don't say it enough, very thankful for you. Very thankful for all of our ambassadors.
Yeah.
Now let's go into our country of the week. It is the wonderful land of Malaysia. It is your week, Malaysia. It is your week. It's we're taking our global tour to Southeast Asia. And so if you are in the beautiful land of Malaysia, you will double your earnings this week. And that started on the 24th and it goes on to November 30th. So you have a couple more
in chat from Malaysia right now?
What's
if
that?
You are, is anyone in the chat right now from Malaysia?
Yeah, let's see the flags.
Let's see some flags. Yeah, if you are.
Yeah, if you're there. But yeah, if you're in Malaysia, then you double your earnings, and there's nothing you got to do. Just keep UpRock running in the background.
Yep.
And to sound like my broken record self, I always have to give these reminders every week because I don't want you to disrupt your earnings. It very much helps that you have the notifications on. So if there's any interruption to your connection, then we'll send you notification to just manually reopen the app. You can also install the home screen widget, so you could just get a quick glance on the home screen of your what your earn status is and your earn rate. I guess this really doesn't matter as much for iOS because really that notification thing was primarily for iOS because iOS tends to kill apps in the background. But since we are in review purgatory for the iOS app, it doesn't really it's not really pertinent, but it's just still good practice. Now, also, this is a boost on your earn rate. Sorry, this is a it's a 2x boost on your earn rate. So you double your earnings. So I would highly recommend that you also go over to Rocket Booster and complete some Rocket Booster tasks. And because that will boost your earn rate. And then on top of that, it will help because you get double your earnings. So go do that. So go over to the Rocket Booster sheet. You'll see a whole bunch of tasks that you can do. That includes playing a game. Actually, it's a couple right now. So it's playing a game, answering surveys. If there are surveys in your area, those are very, very lucrative. I mean, you can ask Spaceman. Spaceman is the king with surveys. I mean, I swear to God, I'm like, damn, I need to follow in his footsteps and answer those surveys. But yeah, go do that, and that boosts your earn rate, and then you get double your earnings. So it's sensible to do no matter what, but especially if you're in the country of the week. Highly recommend that.
And by the way, if you are in the chat and you're up right now, in Malaysia, it's actually almost 3 a.m. So if you're here.
Oh, okay, they're sleeping.
That's pretty dedicated. Right there.
Yeah, actually, I don't want to see any Malaysian flags because I would say you should be sleeping, young man or young lady. It is way past your bedtime. Oh, actually, it is Friday night. They should be partying too. And if you are watching a live chat when you should be either sleeping or partying, I would say you need to be at the club or in bed, not here. We don't want no losers. Come on. That said, I know we are pretty cool, so I wouldn't blame you being here. Yeah, they must be sleeping. Anyway, Malaysia, it's your week, and happy to see it. We're gonna be. I really want to see Malaysia. I've never been there. I've had Malaysian food, and it was delicious.
Oh, I've been there once. I've been there one time. It was awesome. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, some countries have like epic night markets. Malaysia's one of them. Taiwan.
I bet.
For some sad reason, we don't do that in the U.S. The night market thing. But but Malaysia, like some places are. That's one of them where it's just Thailand's like that too. Malaysia's great. Yeah.
It's not good for my waistline, though,
Yeah.
Night markets, I tend to overeat, so if we had that in the U.S., I might be, might be
rough. Can't really do a night market in Seattle because it's too damn cold. Even in the summertime, it gets so cold. But you know what we do have here, guys? At the Seafood City, the very big Filipino grocery store down south a little bit, South Center. Every Friday they have they turn into a nightclub. So we should do that.
I did not even know that.
DJs and dancing. Yeah, so I definitely want to check that. Maybe that's the closest we have in Seattle to a night market, an Asian style night market. Just go to Seafood City and let's go dance with all the Pinoys and party. Yeah, because Filipinos, we do like to party. So
yeah, that's true.
I'm sure there's karaoke there.
Yeah, the uncles and aunties are the best, man.
Yeah, they are. Actually, so I want to go back real quick to this Black Friday challenge of onboarding 5 people. Drew asked, do we need to video it or just on-ramp 5 peeps? I mean, well, the tweet says video it and tag. So I would video and tag. Yeah. But ask Ross, Sir Ross, maybe he can make an exception. But we do want to see it, because also how will we we want to share the good news of UpRock. And it only takes less than 2 minutes. Honestly, it's probably even faster than that now. Here we go. Ross wants proof. Sir Ross, he needs proof. So yes, video it and tag. Make sure you tag us.
Proof of life.
He's gonna be like Drew. He's gonna be like he's gonna do like an Eddie Murphy where it's just Drew with like a different wig on. Anyway, we want to see your lovely faces. All right, so we have we're all over the place. What do I have next here? I think I got through everything, but we have Timia here, so we want to talk a little bit about D Pioneers and
Drew, you know what? Before we do D Pioneers, let's stick on UpRock for a second. Just okay. Just because next week half the team is going to fly out to Abu Dhabi on the 4th. Actually, next week. So we're going to be there for 10 days roughly for the whole week. So just want to remind everybody, if you're yeah, if you're a company that needs real-time web data, if you're using any kind of proxies or anything like that, we'd love to show you our product in person. And we're actually, it's a really we have like pretty close to 99.9. We're getting really close to that success rate on crawling the internet, and we have a really awesome product, better than proxies, powered by the community. It's just a better product where the community actually earns for getting the knowledge from the internet. So we'd love to show you a demo in person. We'll be there next week. We'll be there for 10 days. We'll be there for Formula One, like the party together as well.
Yeah.
And
so stop by and say hi.
Yeah, stop by and say hi, and don't be shy. DM us. So I just want to get that out there before we move on to the deep pioneers. But yeah,
definitely.
Yeah.
Tim, why don't you tell us your since you're a dad, why don't you tell us your UAE dad joke about the Flintstones?
Oh no.
You're a dad. This is your lot in life. It's your burden to bear.
I'm just gonna throw this disclaimer out there. This may not go over well. It may, I don't know, but I'm gonna apologize in advance if it doesn't. But if it does go over well, great. I'm gonna take ownership of it. If it doesn't, I'm gonna blame my dad because he told me first. Okay. Oh man, now I'm thinking actually. I don't know how it starts.
In blank, they don't like blank.
Oh yeah, that's right. In Dubai, actually, they don't actually like Flintstones. And I don't know if everyone's familiar with Flintstones, but Flintstones is a show, and also it's a vitamins, and it was big here in the States. I'm not sure if it's big everywhere in the world, but yeah, in Dubai they don't like Flintstones, but in Abu Dhabi. In Abu Dhabi do.
But Abu Dhabi do. Dubai doesn't like the Flintstones, but Abu Dhabi do.
Abu Dhabi do. But Abu Dhabi do.
All right, we're gonna work on that. We're gonna have to workshop that delivery, but you got it. You guys got it.
Not bad.
But yeah,
this is really rough.
It's a little bit rough. It was a little bit rough. I gotta fine tune that. We're still workshopping that, you know.
We're still workshopping it.
Yeah, we're still workshopping it.
An exercise in humility for Tim, because we did to Tim what we did to Tufi last week. We just voluntold him he's going to be on this live stream because we all had a Thanksgiving and together. So I was like, oh, well, you guys are in the same room. Tim, guess what? You're going on the live stream. He's like, wait, huh? What? So I don't blame it. It's okay, Tim, if that you know, that was off the cuff, and I queued you up without any preparation. So anyway, thank you for delivering. Thank you for delivering.
I'll do better next time. Trust.
Hey, we got one ha.
Yeah,
yeah.
I got one.
I imagine
one good pity, ha. Thanks, Sasa. Appreciate that, man.
Well, the thing about dad jokes is that, you know, you're almost like don't want a really good laugh. You almost want a like, that's the reward.
You kind of want to.
You want to groan.
If it's not a little bit cringe and you're not a little bit disappointed, then is it even a dad joke?
No,
right?
No, you kind of want to.
Yeah,
exactly.
Not bad.
So actually, if I stuck that joke too well, then I would be doing all dads a disservice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So actually, I did that. I nailed it. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I nailed it.
Yeah, you did the dad standard.
I'm actually not even going to work on it anymore. That's it. I'm going to fuck it up every time.
You just made it better.
Because that is actually the classic dad move, like saying you have a good joke and then messing it up.
Yeah.
So.
Yes. Oh, here you go. Drew, our resident comedian.
Yes.
He there you go. In the Middle East, they don't like the Flintstones, but in Abu Dhabi do. There you go. Oh, it's so much fun to say too. Yeah. You know, we're going to be saying this a lot in Abu Dhabi. I just love saying Abu Dhabi. It's so fun. Guys, if you are there and you want to hear us saying this in person, please let us know. I don't know why you would want to miss this. But please let us know because we want to hang out. You know, this is how we talked about this, I think last week or the week before, when we met Christopher over 15 years ago, when we first launched our app store, My Candy. Yeah. We launched an app store for adults, you know, an app store that treats you like an adult. And it was all full-fledged and everything. Christopher, in tandem, was also working on an app store as well. And he saw we launched before he did. He's like, well, shit. But he asked, hey, you guys want to just meet up? Because we seem to be working on the same thing. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. This guy named Chris, he's going to meet us in Vegas because we were there for a conference. Yeah. And he flew a plane out there and he met us and we had cigars on the strip overlooking Treasure Island. And the rest is history. Now we've been best buds and working together ever since.
Yep.
Yeah, it was great. So you never know what a casual, like, just meet up over some drinks is going to lead to.
Yeah.
You might meet your future husband, your future wife, your future ex-husband or wife, or your future business partner.
Yeah.
So who knows? So let's go meet up if you're going to be at Breakpoint or F1. We'll be there.
Yeah.
And also, if you're at F1 and you got some sweet tickets that you could hook up, after party, let a girl know, because I wouldn't mind going. Apparently, F1 is maybe it depends on how this race on Sunday, or no, the race in Vegas, how it went. F1 in the race in Abu Dhabi is potentially a huge deal. So it might be.
He's in the chat. Ridvan is an F1.
Oh yes.
Fan, a hardcore fan. Ridvan, right? If this Sunday could be pretty epic, right? Actually, gonna be if all the races end up right, at Sunday can be pretty epic. Yeah.
I know nothing about F1, so I'm excited to check it out. But I definitely need some pointers from people in the community or Ridvan. Yeah, let us know what makes this this time in Abu Dhabi of F1, what makes it epic.
Yeah, see,
I don't know anything about it.
He's already. Yes.
Yeah, I know. We'll get
yeah, I know.
He's just like, yeah, I know.
We'll get the rundown for Ridvan. Ridvan.
No words, just emotions.
They don't know.
For me, it's just like big cargo broom. So that's what I like. So let's move on to Deep Pioneers. Drew asked, "Am I wearing a black shirt because it's Black Friday?" No, I'm wearing a black shirt because of Deep Pioneers, and we got yeah, boy. No copyright infringement intended. I love that disclaimer people do when they steal somebody's photo. No copyright infringement intended. It's like, well, you uploaded a copyrighted image, so I'm pretty sure you intended it. Yeah, it is intended. So we got Timmy.
Yeah.
Little lowdown what's happening.
Yeah, Deep Pioneers. So if you are a D-Pin enthusiast and just want to hang out with a whole bunch of like-minded community members, then Deep Pioneers is your crew, man. So every Wednesday at 6 PM UTC, we have a community call, and you'll see like Sazo there. Our community calls are actually getting more active and more people participating and joining in the conversation, which is really nice because, I think a lot of times, there's this idea of creating a DAO or community, but, I think a lot of this like pain points is that it feels like you don't really have a say in what you're trying to do. Yeah. And so that's where we're trying to really be different. We want people to be active members and we want people to actively contribute. We just like even with UpRock, right? Like we know the power of a community that's contributing, and that just helps everybody out, right? And so we're not like creating anything new here. We're just following the same blueprint that we already worked with UpRock, and we're just doing that with Deep Pioneers too. We want real people that are interested in stirring up conversations, trying to figure things out. We don't have all the answers, but that's the great thing about these calls. We get there, we chat and figure out, okay, what can we do? How can we make this more lively? So there's a lot of fun things going on. We'd love your input on it. I mean, let's see, a couple weeks ago, we had Caitlin Cook on from Moonwalk. And so we're doing these, with the Moonwalk app, where we have our own Deep Pioneers group. We can join, and we're like earning our bags and getting fit. So that's really fun. Yeah. I did really well for a while. And then like one day, my app didn't sync up, so it I missed the 10K steps, which was a bummer. But deep down inside, I knew I hit it, but it didn't reflect. But that was really fun. And then last week, we had Daba on the call as well.
Daba Network.
Yeah, Daba Network. Yeah, so we're gonna try to get something going with them as well.
Nice.
And then this last Wednesday, I actually wasn't able to attend the call because obviously the holidays. But we had guys from Moist Token on. And so it's just kind of a collaboration that we're working on with them as well. So there's a lot of interesting things going. We have like governance things that we're talking about. Sazo's leading a lot of that. Old OG Deep Pioneers Cap Marengo is also helping around with that. But, there's a lot going on, and you guys should jump in. The chats are much more lively than they were even just like at the beginning of the year, and it seems to, this idea of everyone helping out and building something together really seems to resonate, and it's working. So if that's like your cup of tea and you want to talk about deep in and meet some cool cats and get fit, then we're your group, man.
Let's go.
Do it.
Let's go.
Do it.
Well, what's Moist Token? First of all, I think what's Moist Token? You know, if you ever say moist to a woman, they hate that word.
I don't like that word. I mean, it's
no one likes that word. Anyway,
nobody likes that word.
Let's not do them dirty. What's moist mean?
No, it's a DeFi protocol, right?
Okay,
and
cool.
so some of the Moist token guys, they are actually in D Pioneers, and so they've been working with us just on D Pioneers, and we just thought, hey, we should be working together. Now, even though Moist token isn't like per se like deep in totally focused, it's like, deep in adjacent, right? Because we're all kind of like in this ecosystem working together. So we just thought it'd be a fun collaboration with them. But yeah, so we're just, and it's still early stage, but yeah, we just want to be, the biggest thing is we're just trying to make friends in the space, help people out. I think that's the biggest thing, right? Like if we help other people out, we show value, we show our value, right? And if people can see our value, then they'll want to help us out in return. So, but it has to start somewhere. And so the biggest thing is like, okay, let's just do what we can do first for others. And then see, I'm sure if we keep that kind of like in the forefront and focus on that, then it'll pay dividends in the end.
I agree.
So that's kind of just like the mission there,
Yeah.
Cool. But yeah, we want to push deep in projects. We want to promote them. We want to support them as best as possible.
Yeah.
I mean, we have the fleet program that we're still trying to work out.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, lots going on, and lots more to come, but also always welcome to have energetic conversations as well as ideas from the community. So if you're not doing it yet, I mean, I know there's like some D Pioneers members that probably, have stepped away from crypto in general just because it's been a rough season with the bear market, because I haven't sold my bags yet. But maybe dust off those NFTs, come back into the fold, and let's chat a little bit, and then I might, drop some exclusive news when I sell my bags, and
nice.
The bull run starts again. So
guys, so so he says the Moist team is pretty awesome, huh?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah. They're really nice guys. Totally.
Nice. Yeah, Moist cake is great too.
Moist cake is good too.
And moisturize. Moisturize every day. Important. It's very important.
Yeah.
Everything,
You guys are awesome. Huh? Okay, cool. Maybe we should have them on sometime,
Yeah.
Actually, maybe we should piggyback on your team calls and do the cat call on.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So the Deep Pioneers call, it's a live, what do they call it on Discord? I said it before. I had a question and I don't remember what they called it on Discord. And then Dirk accused me for being old. What is it called? Like a live chat? Maybe it's just called live chat. Live call? Anyway, you guys are on Discord every Wednesday at 6 PM UTC.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right in Discord. We have our community calls right there and a live call. So so anybody can join it. These community calls, like a portion of obviously some portion of our Discord is gated for members that have NFTs, but the community calls are completely open to anybody and everyone, right? So if you're just even cat curious, just jump in and listen and see if that's something you can vibe with.
Nice.
Cool.
Okay, so it's called voice chat. Maybe it was Klaus maybe it was you or Kirk. One of you guys teased me about it. But anyways, voice chat. And Sasha, sorry, I messed up. Not 6 PM UTC. It's now 7 PM
Oh,
UTC.
right. Because because time change. That's
time change. Good. And go give these pioneers a follow on X. It's x.com/DPioneerCats with an S, because what's better than one cat? Many cats. So hang out with those cats.
A gang of cats.
A gang of cats. I think I had a dream about cats yesterday. But anyway, I also want to bring it back to the moonwalk, because that is going on every week. There's a new challenge every week. And you guys, if you're the US folks, we just had our day of gorging. So we should be walking. I'm certainly going to be walking today. Work off some of that turkey.
It's a nice day too. So perfect for walking.
It is. So go join it. And if you're on there, let us know. We'll do a fellow. Let's follow each other. Let's be friends. On Moonwalk.
Yeah.
And I have been trying to do some walking. I mean, not the past couple of days. It will be embarrassing if you see my steps. But I was trying to do some walking after every meal, and I did better. So I will kick it up again starting today. I promise. Some of these guys in the challenge, they're doing like 30,000 steps. I mean, how are they doing that?
I'm convinced those guys are strapping their phone to their dogs. I don't buy it because I'm on my under desk walking treadmill all day on the computer, and like typically I get 16,000. I mean, it's a slow pace, right? Because it's hard. I don't know if you guys ever tried to type and walk at the same time. It's actually kind of challenging if it's going kind of fast.
Yeah,
if you're like,
it is.
Yeah. But 16,000, it's like where I'm topping out at, So I don't know. 30,000, that's nuts. I don't know what you guys are doing.
I don't know, but yeah, it's like at least they're on our team. Appreciate it.
Yeah, that's true.
It's actually real cats that are walking. Actually, the cat just lays down in the sun all day. So it's not a real cat. Yeah. Sasha was like, can't get to 2,000. I know, dude. I'm like lucky if I get to 1,800. But we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it for the team. We do it for the posse. I will walk. Nice. It actually kind of upsets me because I go on the indoor treadmill sometimes, and the treadmill will say I walked a mile, and then the my Apple Watch will say I walked like 2/3 of a mile. I'm like, what happened to all those extra steps? Like, there's some real disconnect here, and I'm being cheated.
This is rude.
Yeah.
So rude.
Not cool at all.
Anyway. Well, guys, I think that's it. That's all we got for today.
Well, honestly, we are pretty much heads down for the. We're working through the weekend too, because we really do have a pretty epic trip coming up.
Yeah,
and we want to close some deals in Abu Dhabi, and the crawler, as Chris said, is really coming together. It's really. We showed a few people. We had a really good sales call the other day, and the guys, they're a big company. They do AI agents, and they saw our tech, and they're like, man, this is also, you guys are not just proxies. This is totally different. Yeah. You guys can do way more interesting stuff because you use real devices. Again, that's the power of our community. This is not just server based script. This is like real devices, real time, and they're pretty excited about it. They do big business, and so we're working on a project with them. We're going to work on a contract and do some data business with them too. So guys, we're gonna end the year pretty fucking rocking. Yeah. So anyway, that's why we're so we're having a pretty good month in November. December is gonna be great. Breakpoint is one of the best conferences of all crypto, especially Solana, and half the team's going to be there. So we're going to represent the community really hardcore. We're going to be representing you guys great. Yep. So thanks for showing up today. Today's Thanksgiving, Black Friday. But has some family together. Yep. That's why special guest Tim's here. We really appreciate you guys. And we're going to end up the song, the Thanksgiving song to the community. And like I said, we haven't heard the whole thing yet. We wrote the lyrics, but we haven't heard the song. So AI wrote the song, the music, but the lyrics are from us. So
I don't think it's gonna go as like hard as like the Deep Pioneers one for Halloween. It's not one of those songs. I think it's more of like
it's a Charlie Brown.
Yeah,
Charlie Brown
Thanksgiving.
We'll chill.
It's a little jazz.
We have no idea. We'll see how it goes.
We'll see how it goes. Yeah, it's always it's like a big surprise for us too. Yeah. So guys, thank you so much for joining us. And
thank you. Happy holidays, guys. Happy holidays. Thank you so much. Yeah. Really appreciate everything.
Yeah. Appreciate you guys tuning in on a Friday, not a Thursday. And staying up late for some of you on your Friday night, hanging out with us. We always love you, and we appreciate you being part of this journey with us. Let's go to the next destination. So get some rest, guys. We won't, but you do. Get some rest. Enjoy your weekend, and we will see you next week.
Yeah, let's go. Thank you so much, everybody.
Music.
Cheers. Let's go.
All right.
In a quiet autumn morning, with the skyline glowing gold, rocket hums a little rhythm while our stories all unfold. Every tide and every session, every spark across the globe comes together in this moment where the gratitude grows bold through the long nights building, through through the bright days shared. One steady truth keeps rising. The community was there, so we give thanks to UpRock. Every voice in the crew, every builder, every dreamer, pushing something new. You turned a simple idea into a worldwide spark, and we feel that love tonight in this warm November hour. From the early prototype whispers to the sweeping global waves, you carried every milestone, every challenge that we braved. In the jazz of shared ambition, in the calm of steady hands, you transformed a tiny signal into something that now stands. Through the winds we celebrated, through the tries we outgrew, we kept moving, kept climbing because of all of you. So we give thanks to UpRock, every voice in the crew, every builder, every dreamer, pushing something new. You turned a simple idea into a worldwide spark, and we feel that love tonight in this warm November hour. Lift a toast for the coders, for the walkers with their phones, for the artists, for the testers, for the ones who made it home, for the teams and for the players, for the 1,000 helping hands. You are the heartbeat of this journey. You are why this vision stands. So we give thanks to UpRock, shining bright through the year. In the jazz of this moment, you are what we hold dear. Every rhythm of the future starts with those in the dark who believed before it blossomed into this community.